Hi, my name is Noel Davis with World Composting, and today I'm going to show you a bag I restarted after ending it for a while, thinking I might give it to somebody, and well, with everything going on, I sort of started it back up again in the house, and it's going again. So we're going to take a look at how it looks after about 2 weeks of running, and that is the Vermibag Mini. So we're going to take a look at this bin and see how it's doing, and we're going to see how it goes from here. There's some changes that I made to try to keep it a little bit more moist than it was in the past, and I want to show you how those are. So let's go to the bag. But first off, I just want to say please subscribe if you like my videos and give it a thumbs up. And if you can, I have links down in the bottom to purchase this equipment that you see in my videos. So please click those links if you're looking to purchase. So let's go take a look. Alright, so here we go. This is the Vermibag Mini. I've had other videos on this one before I took it to a school. It's been back now for a while, and I sort of shut it down. So the first thing is this one has the mesh cloth from Vermibag. And I have decided, because of the humidity issues that I've had with this bin, I have this tarp, this cut up piece of tarp in here. And as you can tell, there is moisture on this. So this is holding in some of that moisture that's been leaking out in the past. So this is really needed, I felt, for this. And, you know, my gloves are obviously wet. I do have this pizza box on here too, just to kind of add an extra layer, and take that out as well. And now let's dig down in here and take a look. Feels a little compacted, but I haven't checked on this since I added everything. So actually, let me zoom you down here a little bit more. Let's just see here if I can get this lined up a little better. There we go. So, we're down here. This is the section where the worms are. Let's just see. This looks a little bit thick, but surprisingly, I'm not finding any food in here, but some nice, healthy worms. I mean, look at this worm. This guy's nice and healthy. Let's just see if I can get the dirt off of there for you. Nice and healthy worms. I'm just going to put my hand here so it actually focuses. And it looks really good. Let's just see if there's anything else in here. There's a piece of a bone. These worms are from my bokashi bin, so that's where you're going to see some of that in here. But these worms do look nice and healthy. So they're looking good. The moisture level feels about right. And I'm surprised there's no food in here. I expected there to be some food. Oh, here we go. It's down here below. So here we go. The food that's in here is below this paper. So here's an apple here. So they still haven't made it down into this food, it looks like, very much. So hopefully this will open it up for them. This smells a little bit. Not bad. It actually smells like apple. Like applesauce or apple juice. So a piece of a banana peel here. So hopefully this is opening this up so the worms can get down to this food in the bottom here. But I'm starting this bin up again because I was originally going to take it over to my sister's possibly. She was looking to maybe get into composting with her daughters, and they decided maybe they're going to hold off for a little longer before doing this. So I thought I would just start doing this, getting this bin running again, and then if I need to take it down there, I can always carry this entire thing. This frame, move it up a little bit, this frame is easy to grab and move around, which is sort of nice with these plastic frames. So it looks like they're still not quite moving into this food. Maybe there have been a layer kind of protecting it a little bit too much. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to flip this around here and try to get them to get down into this food. I mean, there's a lot of food in here if you can't tell. I loaded this up similar to my other bins, but I think it wasn't quite ready for the amount that the worms weren't quite working into it like I expected. They didn't dig down in. They sort of stayed in their own little spot. So we're going to bury this in here. This definitely doesn't need any more food like I thought it might, because my other bins had all gone through it. But this one isn't up as running quite as well as the other ones. This one's new. I mean, like, this is brand new. I started this up with this food because I was desperate to get this food into whatever I could. So I think there's enough moisture content in here. I don't need to add any moisture, but that's really my update for this week. We're going to continue to check on this, similar to how I check on my other bins, and we're going to continue to try to build this up so it's actually working, and we can use this. Let me see if I can show you here. This front window right here. So there's a little window down here. And I want to make it so we can actually see the worms through that front window, which I never did really do the last time I was using it. So that's my goal for this, and to try to get this really working well and get it working for bringing it to either my sister's house or maybe even to the school if they're ever back in session. So we'll see how this goes. I'm just going to mix this in a little bit. Hopefully these worms start working down in here. As I said, this has a little bit of like a fruity smell actually, but it doesn't smell bad. It doesn't smell like rotting food or anything like that. So we'll let that sit. We're going to let it compost a little bit more. We're going to let the worms work at it, and we'll see how this goes in the coming weeks as we let this go. I'm going to continue to water it as I have been, and I will continue to keep this on top. So first off, let me take off my glove here. Put that off to the side, and let's put this cardboard and this tarp back on. Just like this. And that'll keep in the moisture, and then we're going to close this back up. So as I said, I have this tarp on here, and actually I got to push that down a little bit more. You got to make sure that you want to make sure that you're kind of covering up some of the edges a little bit here. If it's too not covering it up enough, you're not going to get enough water dripping back down. But I've really found that this bin lets out way too much moisture, especially for its compact size. I mean, this isn't very wide, and you get a lot of airflow coming up through, and the moisture just disappears and wicks away. So that's my update for this this Vermibag Mini here. And as you can tell, this also has the frame and everything, and I'll link to some of my older videos that when I put this together and everything, I actually took it into a school. So, but this is the way it's built, and hopefully we can get this working, and you'll follow me along for the ride. So thank you, and please subscribe.